Hello, Emery Knights. It's Lexi here. I'm gonna give you some instructions, some tips for our staff video. So I chose the song September by Earth, Wind, and Fire, and I'm gonna be mixing that with a Spanish cover of it. So we'll both have English and Spanish in our video. I know it's an older song, but it was also in the Trolls movie, so I think some of the kids might know it. I chose it because the song is overall about missing September and how great it was, and that it was never cloudy, and we were dancing in September. And now that we missed that time, it's also a fun song to dance. So we're gonna do a twist on the pass the brush trend that there's been on social media. I don't know if some of you have seen it, but it's where people take a makeup brush, they shove it onto the camera, and then when they pull it back, they're like magically in an awesome costume. So the twist is that we're gonna use paper instead of a makeup brush, and that's how we're gonna cut the video person to person. So we're gonna do something like this. Poof! I'm a new different person. And then on that piece of paper, we'll probably have a message, but I'll talk to you about some options at the end of the video. And then you would dance and show your message, and then crinkle your paper back up, cover the camera, and then it'll be the next person, and then they unwrap their message, and they'll show it, maybe a little dance, they'll ring up their message, the camera, so on and so forth. So that's how we are going to transition person to person. So I'm going to give you guys some tips so we can be really cohesive between everybody, and we can ultimately produce the best product ever. So the first tip that I'm going to give you is we want to completely cover the camera with that piece of paper as much as possible, because if we can get it to like a complete black, then it'll be easier to transition. Okay, so my next tip is all about lighting. Lighting is really important, especially for making a cohesive video. We want everybody to be well lit, and also the students want us to be well lit because they want to see our face and they really mix up. So the best lighting is when you have the light coming towards your face, and you don't have the light coming from behind you, because that is creating shadows. So right now for this video, I have put a lamp directly behind my computer so I could have the best lighting. It is super important to not have a window behind you. That will create the worst lighting. Do not put a window behind you. The best way to fix if the room that has your best background has a window, just go ahead and sit on the other side of that window. So also you could choose to go outside. It's definitely going to be well lit, but you're going to want to pay attention to shadows. I learned that going outside at noon is not a good idea, because you're always going to have the shadow because the sun is on top of you. Okay, so my last tip is about the message on your piece of paper. So it needs to be short, sweet, and easy to read. You do not want to have a message that looks like this. Because nobody can read that in 5 seconds while you're dancing. So you want to make your message easy to read so people can see it in that 5 seconds. You can also make your message cute and draw pictures. And don't worry if you fumble, because you can just live your best life. And some other options, maybe you don't want to write a message and you just want to dance. Make sure you have something. You kind of want to have a piece of paper to pull away and cover the camera. Another option you have is you can send me a picture of yourself or a picture that represents yourself, and I can edit that into the video, still making smooth transitions. So if you do not want to make a video of yourself dancing or with the message, please still send me a picture so you can be represented in our video and the students can still see you or see a representation of yourself and still feel that connection. Something else that I can do during editing is I can cut out the beginning of your video and the ending of your video. So if the video clip you send me is you going towards your computer, turning on your camera, has you putting the piece of paper on your camera, pulling it away, and then you put the paper back on, and your video clip still has you and you're going to turn off your camera, I can cut that stuff out. Don't worry about it being perfect at the beginning or the ending. I can easily cut it out so it starts when the paper's on the computer and it ends when the paper is on the camera. Do not worry about doing that part. That is easy peasy for me to edit out. The last tip I have for you is to have fun and make it your own. If you want to wear a costume, wear a costume. If you want to have a really gorgeous piece of artwork that people would be able to see within 5 seconds, put that on your piece of paper. Maybe you want to take a really big piece of paper, or maybe you want a really small piece of paper. Or maybe you just want to give a stern look because that's your personality and the kids will think they'll relate to that. Do whatever feels natural to you, whatever feels fun. Think about it that we're gonna have this for our kids to celebrate the end of the year, build community. So do whatever fills your heart because that's what's gonna fill everybody else's heart. So go have fun. Email me, message me if you have any questions. Go Emory Knights!